Getting set for what should be nothing short of an epic battle. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, this is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, and now you can see they're down 3-1, so we're in that classic must-win territory now. They're going to need to win 3 straight to take the series. But as a player, you really can't think that way. It's time for that old baseball cliche. You got to take them one game at a time, and that definitely applies right here and now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you've got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Scott Kazmir will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Yan Gomes, he's behind the plate. Yanimal, that's what they like to call him. Very good back there. Not only does he have the good physical attributes, but he's very good at calling a game, kind of leading his pitching staff. We'll see how he does in this one.
Josh Harrison will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, and you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
First pitch, 7:05.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Kazmir's ready. Here's the 0-2. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. Ground ball left side. And reined in, 1 away. Starling Marte will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys.
It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Andrew McCutchen will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching. But he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
Just underway here in Cleveland. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
To first, Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Kazmir in the first. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Ryan Vogelsong gets the call in Game 5 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last time out, he gave him 7 strong innings. Got his ball club to win. They'll take that again from him here.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Lays off 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, things are looking up for these guys to start the ball game. They get a 1-2-3 top half. Then now, leadoff single here in the home half, off to a great start.
Number 30 steps in now. First pitch of the at-bat. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's 2 batters and 2 hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
Michael Brantley will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
And that's a pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you can't just lay a fastball in there, or he could make this a 3-0 game before you know it.
The 2-0 pitch. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
Grounded down the third baseline. And there's a base hit, and the Tribe are going to strike first in this one. It's 1-0. Lonnie Chisenhall will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
In now is Yasiel Puig. So take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Mercer will make the play for the final out. Indians forced to settle for 1. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Gregory Polanco makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Kazmir into the windup. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But this will be a foul ball.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches. But in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
So here's Joe Mauer. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
David Freese will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Francisco Cervelli set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That evens it up 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Pirates leave 1. It remains 1-0. Jose Ramirez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Baseman, Jose Ramirez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Into the box, Yan Gomes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tap fouled at home plate. And another foul ball. little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. 1 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Marwin Gonzalez is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
And that's in there for a strike.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Francisco Lindor will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Jordy Mercer is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Jordy Mercer.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Hit hard to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Emilio Bonifacio.
Striding into the box, Emilio Bonifacio, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Kazmir gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One 0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Number 5, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Indians 1 and the Pirates nothing. Number 30 stands in.
Leading off with a Tribe, center fielder, number 30.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
The 1-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Pretty evident here that they weren't going to give this guy anything to pull in this at-bat. I mean, the guy has such quick hands through the pitch inside. But you're going to see that all 4 of these pitches on the outer half of the plate, and he just can't adjust to any of them.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's Carlos Santana now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Here's the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Starling Marte will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting number 22.
Andrew McCutchen stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. To short, hit hard. Lindor is there. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Gregory Polanco will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Kazmir pulls the string on a dandy changeup. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
2 out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Looking up is the center fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And the Bucks have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
So here's Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, 1 pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Here's David Freese to stand in, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Kazmir sets. Here it is on 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Yasiel Puig is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter.
action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Jose Ramirez is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Polanco looking up. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Grounded back up the middle, taken in by Mercer. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting,
and that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Francisco Lindor steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this two-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Indians. Francisco Cervelli heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Kazmir has his target. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
Looking a little off here to start the 5th.
Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Oh, you had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that first walk. He's worked it back to full count now after being behind in the count 3-0.
Down the third baseline. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Scooped up. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hidden, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Bucks go down quietly. They still trail it here 3-1. Number 30 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Tribe, center fielder, number 30.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
2 balls, no strikes.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Left fielder number 23,
Michael Brantley steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Chopped foul right at home plate. A runner at first with no outs here.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
No one out with a runner at second. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Looking to avoid his first walk, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Carlos Santana will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Francisco Liriano is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
First and second here with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know, this has been a really good approach out there on the mound. He's keeping the ball down and he's not missing by much. But he is behind in the count, so you wonder if he's going to have to challenge right here.
Cold strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
2-1, here it is. Very weakly on the ground. But that one rolls foul. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit.
That was one heck of a battle there at the plate. You know, the more pitches you see in an at-bat, the more likely you're going to get something good. Delivers the sharp single there.
Yasiel Puig will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out, and now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there, base hit. And he is in there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 5-1.
Number 10.
Yan Gomes digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. The Indians on top, 5-1. Josh Harrison will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Line to the right side, and Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first down.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Starling Marte stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here he comes on 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Hit out towards second. Ramirez takes it in on to first, and there are 2 down.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
The windup and the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Ramirez fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're down here 5-1. Marwin Gonzalez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Liriano has his target. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Yeah, that's not a bad pitch right there. The ball's down in the zone, but he does a really nice job of getting the barrel through the hitting zone and squaring it up. He just can't elevate that pitch enough to get it over the infielder's head.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Number 30 will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty nice one with the bat. Multi-hit games are always nice to come by.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's by him for strike 1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Hard hit ball to second. Harrison has it. Throw on to Maurer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Gregory Polanco will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Settling in now, Joe Mauer. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit well on the ground to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
David Freese comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
Jung Ho Gong will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And the count will be full. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 5-1. Jung Ho Gong is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Number 27, Jung Ho Gong.
Michael Brantley steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Liriano into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Now to the plate, Carlos Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The right fielder.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Up high. 2-1 now.
2-1.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cervelli, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Now, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Gonzalez is up with it, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Jordy Mercer will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Right side hit hard, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Emilio Bonifacio will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Gonzalez is there. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Yasiel Puig digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Liriano gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Well, this crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Rips this one to first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only one out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Hits it high and deep out to center field. McCutchen going back. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His third home run of this series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Marwin Gonzalez will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of ones and twos, but those will add up.
And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike one. They're putting that last home run at 419 feet officially. One out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 delivery. And the slider gets him swinging, two gone.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a two-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Francisco Lindor will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. High pop up. Harrison is there for it. And the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Josh Harrison, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball one. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Digging in, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer. So don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Hit hard to short. Lindor ranges to his left. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians are going to keep the dream alive. They take Game 5 and now must win the next 2 on the road as this one is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 7-1. Good night from Cleveland.